Where to? Why do I always get the weirdos?
Welcome to Freddy Friday. So it is officially Freddy Friday, so now I can do an official full breakdown of the new Five Nights at Freddy's trailer that came out. But before I do, make sure you guys comment down below what you guys thought of the trailer. Did it live up to your expectations, or did it let you guys down a little bit? I know a lot of people are complaining about the fact that it did not seem scary enough to them, but you have to remember there are going to be kids seeing this movie, so they're trying to keep it as low rated as possible, especially since, again, this franchise is picked up by a lot of kids as well, and a lot of kids play the game, so they want to see as many people in the theaters or on Peacock as possible. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this breakdown.
Hi, this is Mike. I was just calling to see if that job that you offered was still available.
Yes. The security guard.
I will take anything.
So our opening shot shows Mike Schmidt talking to what I'm assuming is William Afton on the phone, who's hiring him, because Michael Lillard is supposed to be playing as William Afton in this movie, who actually has a name badge that's very different from William Afton. So I know in the games and the source material he goes by many aliases, especially when it comes to him breaking into the restaurant to kill the children before the past of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. We also get a little bit of a lore dump from Michael Lillard's character, where he basically talks about the restaurant and some of its past, how it was popular in the past but then got shut down, which is explained later in the trailer from the female officer, where she basically explains the Five Nights at Freddy's lore.
See? New security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Them. It's why the place shut down.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots? Thanks for the heads up.
And this officer, I have a very strong feeling that she is Vanny. I mean, she has blonde hair and everything. This has to be Vanny as a plot twist. If not, then maybe I'm just reading into it too much. But essentially, Mike also brings his sister Abby to work with him as well, which I find very interesting, as they explain why further in this trailer. But essentially, Mike is going to be working as Abby's going to be sleeping in the restaurant while he's working. Things definitely do not turn out that way. Also, I try my best to look through all the drawings in the background of the restaurant to see if I can find any little Easter eggs here and there. I could not find anything after spending 2 hours looking through those photos, so I couldn't find anything. If you guys can find anything, please let me know. Also, we have a very interesting office setup from the games in this movie. It's not a one-for-one translation from the games, but you do get Easter eggs such as the little fan in the background, and we also get some training videos. I'm assuming if the Markiplier cameo in this movie is going to be Phone Guy, that would be interesting. But essentially, I wonder if Phone Guy is going to be in this movie, because that would be very interesting to see.
All you have to do is keep your eyes on the monitor.
Also, we do get Michael Lillard's character explaining to Michael that all he has to do is watch the monitors and keep his eyes on security cameras, which is essentially the same thing that you get in the first game. We also get the restaurant lights going crazy as the entire place ignites in the classic Five Nights at Freddy's music from the game, and I thought this was really cool. I don't know if that means the animatronics have control over the systems in the building. I don't know how that works, or it might just be due to a haunting element. But can we just appreciate how good these animatronics look, and they look like a direct translation from that first game. We also see somebody locked in the closet with Bonnie, because Bonnie normally loved going into the maintenance closet, if I'm not mistaken, in the first game. And that might be a reference to that, and maybe one of the security guards in the past bites the bullet with him. I don't know. We also get a good look at the ghost children in this movie and which ones are going to be inhabiting which. I mean, you see one wearing Foxy's hook and stuff, so maybe this is inside of Michael's mind, where essentially he's going to be looking and he sees these kids in his mind. Maybe this happens when he's asleep in the office and he gets this little dream or this little premonition. We get a great shot of Bonnie, which also shows that the animatronics' eyes in this movie are not always going to be red. So I think it might be a part of my theory where the red eyes are going to be a part of their kill mode. So calm down, people. Their eyes are probably not going to be red the entire movie.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
We get the storyline now that I was wondering what Abby's significance was going to be in the story. And it seems like the animatronics, from what the officer said, is trying to make Abby one of them. Which is going to be interesting because we do see later in the trailer that she's friends with Golden Freddy. And I'm going to give some theories about that. Talking more on that Golden Freddy moment and the cab with Corey Kenshin, we do see Golden Freddy seems to be friendly with Abby. Which makes me wonder if this is because it was the first victim. Or in the story, maybe they revealed the end where maybe Michael gets trapped in the Golden Freddy suit. And that's why it's so protective of her. And a hand reaches from Freddy's mouth? Is this a ghost hand? Okay, and here was something I was not expecting in this trailer, was that I was not expecting him to show Springtrap immediately, but we do get to see him walking around, his eyes completely white, just like the game. And we see him humming the classic Five Nights at Freddy's theme song, which I do have some theories about this. Number one, he's holding a knife, so clearly this is William Afton in the suit. I mean, it has to be William Afton in the suit. But I do have a theory that by the end of this movie, because I think what's happening, since we see William Afton alive and he's not fused with the suit, since the suit's so worn down and those spring locks are very dangerous in the suit, I think at the end of the movie something's going to happen to cause them to clamp down on him and he gets permanently trapped in the suit. And the biggest surprise in the trailer was seeing Corey Kenshin in the trailer, which I knew Corey Kenshin was going to be in this trailer. I mean, I made that video all those weeks ago where I was saying that YouTube stars are going to appear in this movie and that Corey was going to be in there because he was talking about a secret project that he's working on that he can't tell us about. I was like, come on, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. Which also raises the question, will Markiplier officially be in this movie, considering the fact that he's the one that made this franchise as popular as it is. I mean, the games themselves were really good, but without Markiplier playing those games and giving that huge exposure, it probably wouldn't be where it was today. So he has to have some sort of cameo. And yeah, that was my breakdown for the new Five Nights at Freddy's trailer. It was actually really good. Not really scary, which is very disappointing for a lot of fans, but again, I explained, trying to get as many people in there as possible. And with these effects, I already knew it wasn't going to be super scary. I'm just glad it looks like the games, and I'm just glad that they're taking this project seriously from the looks of it. And it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun. Comment below if you guys have seen anything that I didn't in the trailer. And as always, if you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe today to join the Azilization.